Hello, my beautiful lights. How's everybody this evening? Tonight I am doing my Valentine's Day Pick a Card. So, this is for anyone that's single, that's married, that's, in a relationship, not a relationship, that's been looking for that certain one but hasn't found them yet, or thinks that they possibly may have found that certain one. This is for everybody. Now, this is a general reading, so I'm reading for a large audience of people. So just take from these readings what applies to you and leave the rest, okay? So I have three different card piles here, okay? I have 1, 2, and 3. The first card pile is the card pile, I may have to turn my light on so you guys can see, with the owl ring, okay? That is pick a card pile number 1, and I'm just gonna do a plain reading. So it's the whole deck. Number 2 is the crystal ring. See if that will focus for you a little bit. There's the crystal ring. And deck number 3 is, depending on how you want to look at it, it's the Holy Trinity, it's a Celtic ring. It just depends on exactly what it is that, some say it's the Maid, Mother, and Crone, some say it's the Holy Trinity, but it is Celtic, okay? That is deck number 3, okay? So let's get started, and we're gonna start with deck number 1. So I'm going to move these aside. Now, so if you are looking for, and I'm going to turn this light on, you guys, because I just think we need a little bit more light in here. I want you guys to be able to see the cards, okay? Okay. So, there we go. Let there be lights. So, if you pick the owl ring, that is deck number 1, and this reading is for you. So let's get started. Okay. I'm going to call upon my spirit guide, the angel David, to please give me the correct and true answers for, I'm not going to take all of those, I'm going to take the top, and that's all I'm going to take. Sometimes so many cards jump out of the deck that it's just way too many, and I think that I should just take the top one and go from there. Please, Holy Spirit, please give me the true and correct message for everyone here. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we have, guys. I have the King of Swords. I'm just gonna pull these out and look at them and see what I see. The Fool. This is the Celtic deck. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh my. You guys. Okay. Strength. Wow. Okay. The Hanged Man. My goodness. Knight of Shields upside down. This was the last card in the deck. 3 of Shields. The Shadow. And 3 of Cauldrons. So this is the last card in the deck. Okay, so you guys, all right. Oh my gosh. So the first card in the deck I got is the King of Swords. Okay, so what this tells me is that there is somebody, if you aren't, it's the first position of this card spread. So this tells me that you've met somebody really recently, or you're married, or you're about to meet somebody very, very soon. They're going to rush in. They're going to be intelligent and truthful, and I mean, I just see, if you look here, he sits on his throne with a sword. sun shining behind him. I see in this card that you may meet him on vacation, but it's going to happen very, very soon. I think he is a medium complexion. I think he has a lighter blonde hair, or not lighter blonde, but like a dishwater blonde hair. I think that he is very intellectual, very intelligent, very sharp-witted. I think that he is an air sign, which is going to be an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. Okay? So either you just met somebody, or you're married to this person, or you're getting ready to meet him like very, very soon. And I think you'll be on a trip, or you'll just have gotten back from a trip, but I see a trip in this, okay? And then we get the Fool. The Fool, you guys. The Fool is all about new beginnings. So what this card tells me is that, you know, you meet this guy, if you're not already with him, married to him, or whatever, you just met him, and boom, new beginning with you two. A new beginning. Okay, this is the beginning of your story, the beginning of your story. And you need to learn to take a leap of faith, okay? Sometimes I know we want love, but we're afraid to put ourselves out there. This is for the singles. We're afraid to put ourselves out there, but we have to take a leap of faith, because you'll never, if you don't put yourself out there, you're never going to find them. I mean, now, I think that this could be, it's just so weird that it's just so, the first thing we got, not weird, but so neat that the first thing we got on a Love Valentine's Day reading was the King of Swords and the Fool. Because I think that you just recently met him, you're just getting ready to meet him, or you're already with him. And he is an intelligent, if you're married, you are married to an intelligent, sharp-witted, charging full force kind of a guy, okay? And he is an air sign. I would say probably an air sign. So that would be, like I said, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. But if you haven't met him or her, guys, I'm sorry, it's for you too. If you haven't met him or her, you're going to soon, and it's going to be a new beginning. You're going to meet, and bam, a new beginning, okay? The next card I get is the Wheel of Fortune, which speaks of change and having everything, you know, constant movement forward, constant movement forward. This is a big change card to me. All readers read cards differently, and the Wheel of Fortune is blessings to me. It is obviously money, and it is also of a big change and moving forward, movement forward in your life, and which makes complete sense. You know, it makes complete sense with the Fool card. So I think you're going to meet him or her if you haven't met him already. I think you're going to start a new beginning, and I think that it's going to be a big change, and it's going to be very fortunate. I think that you're going to get, it's the 10. It's a 10. That's a 10. That's like 10 is everything, that you get everything. Okay? For you all that are married, I see this Fool starting a journey. I think that what it means is maybe you guys are gonna just freshen up and start anew again, like a new honeymoon phase. You know how when you're married you go up and down, cycles up and down, you know, and I think a honeymoon phase is coming up with you. And if you're having issues at all, I think that a new beginning and a honeymoon phase is coming up to you. I see that the fortune is going to shine upon you guys, and all is going to be well. The next card I get is Strength. So this person, this says to me that it's going to be, they're going to be a Leo. It could be a Leo, could be a fire sign. Could also be a fire sign. And they're very strong. But I think this also pertains to you. I think that you are a very strong individual, and you know what you want, and you're not going to settle for anything else. You've decided, you've gotten to that point in life that you are not going to settle for anything else. And I say, good for you. Because when you have somebody like the King of Swords, he has to be with the like pulls like, okay? Like attracts like. And the King of Swords is a very outgoing, or the Queen of Swords, depending on how you want to look at it, has a very charged forward, keen intellectual, and a dry, sharp wit, and is a very, in my mind, and the way I read it, a very strong individual. And I think that this is you. I think that like attracts like, and so these two cards together makes complete sense to me. The next thing that I see is the Hangman. And what this tells me is that you are going to really think about this. I think you're going to rush. I think you're going to meet him. I think you're going to really like each other. You're really going to click. I think it's really going to go places. But I think that you're still hesitant. And I think you are going to take your time. You are going to really, really consider this before you make that move. Before you decide to plant roots with this person, you know, get into a real relationship. I mean, a real relationship. I see that you're going to really, really think about it. And, you know, I mean, I completely understand that, but I also think that you two would make a good fit. I think you may bump your heads together every once in a while, but I think that I don't think it hurts at all to take your time and really consider it either. I don't think that that hurts at all. I think that we all need to take time to self-reflect and make sure that what relationship we're getting into is what we really want to get into. For you married, for the married collective out there, I think that you're moving, because I see the new beginning for you guys, and I think fortune is smiling upon you in material ways right now. But I think that you may be to that point in your life where, you know, you're getting ready to retire, you're getting ready to, the kids are grown, you're getting ready. I think that you guys are kind of thinking about what it is next, both of you together and separately, what you're going to do next, okay? You know, for fun, you know, what new clubs or new hobbies or trips, vacations, you know, businesses for that matter, whatever it is. I think it's a lot you guys are contemplating right now before retirement, what you want to do. But I think it's all good. Now we've got the Knight of Shields upside down in reverse. So what this tells me is that usually the Knight of Shields is the slower moving knight of the tarot card. They're very reflective, and they are very, they think very much before they make a move. That also brings wealth, usually in general, wealth. If this was, I think that possibly what this may represent is an ex of yours. I think that instead of being upright charging in, and that you're going to have competition to the person that you're going to meet that is the King of Swords here, I think what it is that this is an ex that you have to get over still, that you're still thinking about. And that's probably one of the reasons why you are, you know, really thinking about it before you're taking that leap again. For you guys that are married out there, I think what this means is that when it comes to decision making, your mate, your husband, your wife is very slow when it comes to making a decision. Very, very, very slow. So, you know, and I think that you know that, and I think that you're used to that, but I think it kind of drives you crazy. And I think that so much so that you probably need to talk to him about it again, because I know that you've already talked to him about it probably several times. Now the Three of Shields comes up next. It also is prosperity and the ray of light shining down on you, being offered something. I see maybe a new homecoming, or a new business venture. Truthfully, I can almost see, I mean, it's a couple here standing in front of a man, offering them a piece of paper. The light's shining down. Shields are always I can't even talk. Pentacles. So I think some kind of, you're going to get an offer. I think you're going to get an offer of some kind. I think you're going to get an offer of, if you're in a relationship already, but you're not married yet, I think it may be an offer of marriage or engagement. That's what I think. So keep your mind open, guys. Now, the next thing I have is shadow. And shadow in regular tarot means devil. Now, that does not mean anything, you know, like a lot of people think it is, but I think a big change coming. And I think this may be it. A big change coming. Big change coming. The death of the old and with the new. So I think that what I see in this card reading with this particular card is that this can cause a change, an engagement, or a marriage. I can think that the new person will cause a change. I think that the new beginning will cause a change. I think that the previous life that you've lived, and I almost feel like a lot of you guys are like scared of moving forward and getting hurt again. And I think that this card represents the death of that old life, and you be able to progress and move into your new life and on your new spiritual path, which is a complete and utter change for you. And ultimately, the Three of Cups, which means celebration, some kind of celebration. And that would make perfect sense if there was a marriage or an engagement. If you are married, engaged already, maybe an anniversary party or a baby or another baby. I mean, some kind of celebration is coming, okay? So that's the reading I have for you guys. That is deck number 1. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. If you like this video, please tap the subscribe button and the bell notification button. I will put all the timestamps underneath here once I post this video. And if you guys like it, please subscribe. I appreciate you guys stopping by. You guys are great. Thank you so much for always coming by and checking my page out. Now we are going to move on to the next deck, okay? That's deck number 2. That is the deck with the crystal ring. Okay. So we're going to get the Valentine's Day reading for that's interesting. David, please. Wow, you guys. Wow. I'm just giving you the clear and precise answer for this Valentine reading for February Valentine's for 2019 for deck number 2. Whoops, sorry guys. They're kind of flying out at me. No, I'm not gonna take that one. Okay. Because I think it just... Okay, I'm gonna take one more because I think I know what's gonna happen. Wow, you guys, the Hangman again. I'm gonna do one more card. One more card. Because I see what's going on here. I'm trying to make these, David, please give me another card. That's it. Okay, so I'm trying to make these readings pretty fast because I know a lot of times you guys don't like the longer readings. If you do, please comment below and let me know exactly what, what you guys prefer, what your different opinions are. I'd love to hear it, okay? So, card number 10, the first card I get is the King of Coins. So that is the King of Pentacles. So again, I see that somebody already has somebody in their life. And if they don't, they will very, very soon. I see that you're either already married to the King of Pentacles. That means he is an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. He's a very, very good provider. He's very responsible. He always takes care of you and your family, your kids. He works hard and he wants you guys to have everything that you need. Let's see. A lot of times, especially with Taurus and Capricorn, they are not, they're emotional, but they're not as emotional as, let's say, a water sign is. So sometimes they're a little quiet and not so emotional, and you know, but I see that this is the kind of person that you're married to, if you're married in this reading. And if you're not married, you are going to meet this person or have already met this person. It's so much similar to deck number 1. And he's going to be a very down-to-earth, medium complected. You see the brown here. He's going to be somebody that works hard, works hard, maybe even a workaholic. And he'll always provide for you. He'll always take care of you. He wants to meet your needs. He likes to have money. I see that he does have money. He's a good saver, a good provider, like I said, but he will work a lot. So be prepared for that. A lot of times on this card, I feel like a workaholic. Work, because they want to make the money. They want to make that money. They want to make that money. They want to make it, and they want to continue to make it because, first of all, I think they love their work, but they also like to always have money coming in the bank so that anything would ever happen, him and you and the kids or, you know, the family would always have money. Okay, so next I have the 3 of coins, okay? Looky here, work. He is definitely, or she, guys, I'm so sorry, I don't always do that, or she is a workaholic. She takes she's pride in her or his craft. Be it, they could be a carpenter, they could be a tradesperson of some kind, they could be like an IT person, I mean, so many different things, but they take pride in their work and they love to do it. So that just reinforces that. Now, we have the 8 of coins. You see it? Do you see it? Which is pentacles. These are all pentacles. Again, work. Okay? I think that you have a really hard time tearing them away from their work. So, but you know, we all have all people that we're attracted to. And again, I see a Capricorn, I see a Virgo, I see a Taurus. You can't get them to sit down. You can't get them to stop working. You can't get them to. Now, don't get me wrong. They'll go out, they'll have cocktails, they'll hang out with their friends and stuff like that. And you guys will have fun. But yeah, they will be a workaholic. They will be a workaholic. But they will, and the other flip side of that, they will take great care of you. I mean, this is almost like, again, you're going to meet somebody because it's all about them. Okay, here we go. So I have the 4 of Swords, okay? So I see something coming along and maybe depressing you a little bit, maybe a disagreement, and probably about all this work. Work. You guys fight about it, have disagreements about it if you're married already. You want them to stop and slow down. You worry about them, and then you get in an argument, and then you guys don't talk for a couple days. If you haven't met this man yet, you will, and he's going to be a strong force in your life because the first three cards in this pull were coins, and they were all about him or her if you're a guy watching this, okay? But I see kind of disgruntled, but again, then I see the 2 of Wands, so I see it coming together. I see it coming together. This card always reminds me of like hope chest. So again, either you're married or you're going to get married. Okay? You see the ribbons entwining the 2 wands together, and then the test, the key. I think he has the key to your heart. I think he does. He or she will have the key to your heart. I think it's going to be a good relationship. Now the Hangman again, here we go. This is like a running theme of the night, you guys. You guys don't want to let go of the past. You don't want to get hurt again, for those of you that aren't in a relationship yet. And you're really going to take your time and think this through before you jump in, because you see that he is a work, or she's a workaholic. And you go, do I really want to, is this the person for me? Is this the person for me? I think you truly know that they're the person for you. I really, really do. I think that you're just scared, just like deck number 1. But I'm telling you that this man is a good person, and ultimately the Queen of Cups, which is you. Queen of Cups is obviously a water sign. That would be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. And the Queen of Cups is an emotional, loving, caring person. And I think the two of you would make a good match. He's got the head on his shoulders and wants to take care of everybody. You have the love, caring, and kindness to bring it all together. And that's the last card in this pull. So I see it working out. So, you know, all of us should take time to think about what we're going to do. Sometimes we don't because we rush in. But I think ultimately, even if you really, really think about it, you're going to come to the decision that yes, they are the right person for you. Okay? Okay. Now I'm going to do the last card pull. This is card pull number 3, or well, reading number 3. The Holy Trinity. Okay. Okay, David, please give me correct and true cards for this card pull. Healing. Whoa. Boy, these things are acting crazy tonight. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna put that back in the deck. But if it's meant to be here, it will be here, okay? I'm going to shuffle these guys because it's a newer deck and they're really stiff, and I just don't think I'm getting the shuffle on that I need to get on, okay? Okay. There he is again. I'm pulling him out. Okay. That's the one I was literally just looking at and said, okay, I am going to shuffle again, and okay, and I'm going to see if he pops back up, and he did. These cards are brand new, and I'm having a hard time shuffling them, you guys. Or that the cards just don't want to be heard, but I think they do. I think they just are having a hard time getting out. Okay. This is interesting. I'll tell you guys, I have never had this hard of a time shuffling a deck before. In all the decks that I own, I have never had this hard of a time shuffling a deck. Okay, guys. This is interesting. Okay, these are the cards that I have pulled. And I'm going to redo these. These are the way they came up. Okay, the first card I get is Healing. And this is the Magician, or is it the Hierophant? Looks like well, in this deck, it's Healing. I believe it's the Hierophant. So, I think that you have a lot of healing to do. I think, again, and this is like the running theme of the night, is that you've really, really been through it. But I think that the person that's coming for you is a spiritual being. I think that they have something to do with my side, like a psychic or a tarot reader or clairvoyant or a medium, or they're just into this realm. And I think that he or she is going to help you heal. I can see it flashing across my mind that you need to heal. And that is what I get from this card. The next card I get is the Ace of Water, a new beginning, a new emotional, healing, caring beginning. Aces always stand for a new beginning in my book, and the way a lot of people believe that, and I'm definitely one of them. I think that he or she is going to come into your life. If they're not already here, you just met them, but I feel like they're coming. And they are going to heal you and give you a new beginning. We've got a new beginning, a lot of new beginnings tonight, you guys. So this is the one that kept coming up for me. And this is the Nine of Wands, offering of everything. He is going to be, so I think he's either going to be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or he is going to be a fire sign, a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. He's going to be fiery and loving and fun. And I get like a giggly, trickster, fun, make you laugh, make you have a good time kind, but also fiery and passionate in the bed. I really, really feel this. This is the one I think that's up to you. I think this is the beginning. This is the new beginning. I mean, if you look at these two cards, they're very similar in the facial features too. I think he's spiritual, but he's got everything. I think he is very spiritual light being. And I think that he has it all. I think he is fun and serious and emotional and intelligent and loving. I just really, really love the feeling of this card and what I feel, what I'm channeling, what I'm being told is this is him or her, or redhead too, that's also fun and giggly and fiery and, just full of life and laughter and wants to argue so he can make up, and you know what I mean? Just, I can just feel it. But here again, an intuition card, which goes along, you guys, with the Hierophant. I think maybe you may be into this. I think that you both are spiritual people. Looky here. Two of Wands, two of Fire. Fire. Oh man, I think you guys, and look, it's the twins, even though this isn't a Gemini sign. Wait, it is no. So, wait a minute, it is a Gemini. This is a new deck, so bear with me. No, that's Fire. Okay, so I think you're so similar. Look. So similar, spiritual, healing. Looky here. I think this could be a soulmate connection, you guys. I think you're gonna be the yin to his yang. I think that you guys are gonna be perfect for one another. If there is such thing as perfect, I don't think that there is, but I think it's as close as it's gonna be. I see the youth. I see the youth. He may be younger than you. I think he's a little younger. Not a whole lot. Just a few years. King of Air. Again. I get Gemini too, you guys. That's so weird. I think that the swirlingness of it all, I feel like they may be Wiccan. I see all the elements. I feel the magic. I feel the intuition and in the end, desire. I think you're going to have everything. I think this is a soulmate connection. I do. I think that this is kind of blowing me away. I think that he is a healer, a psychic, maybe a Reiki teacher, or Reiki. He does Reiki, or she does. I know, guys, I always do that, so sorry. I think it's a new beginning for the two of you. I think that he's going to bring passion and desire and everything into your life. I think you two are going to click because you are shabam. Really, really close and just very simpatico. Very, I mean, you do enjoy all the same things. I think he's a little younger than you. Maybe a year or two, not that big a deal. But he's got a very happy, opened outlook on life. I'm thinking Geminis. I'm thinking a Pisces. I'm thinking a Leo. I mean, it could be, he or she, their soul is full of knowledge for their age, or even if they're older and they're a couple years younger than you. I mean, I just see it all here. I see a soul-to-soul connection. I see a soul. Looky here. This is so crazy, and I love it, you guys. I see a soul-to-soul connection. I do see two spiritual people. I see two fiery, fun people. I see desire. I see youth. I see the King of Air, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I see a new beginning. That's it, you guys. I mean, I don't know what else to say. This is freaking fabulous. I love this. It's just, this is really great. Anyway, so that's the readings for today, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed them. If you did like this reading, please, please, please subscribe. When I post this video to my YouTube channel, I will put the timestamps in there. I will also put my Facebook page. I do live readings on my Facebook page, or live shows on my Facebook page. I will put, I'm still blown away by that last reading. Okay, I will put all my information on there. Like I said, if you like it, please subscribe. I do private readings, and I will put my email address and everything on there too if you guys want to get a private reading. So you guys have a great, wonderful Valentine's Day. If you are observing it, have a fabulous time, because I see wonderful things coming to you all. Goodbye, my beautiful, beautiful lights. Happy Valentine's Day.